I just clean their bedding. I need to change their water out still, but they were thirsty. I checked 2 of the white-breasted. Well, I checked all of the white-breasted. 2 of them are males. So they actually are able to be sexed, vent sexed at this young of an age. I gave them a nice fresh batch of chickweed, and along with the roots and soil under the chickweed, so that they can have that good probiotics. And they are all doing well. Beautiful, beautiful animals. I think those 2 are the boys. It seemed like the ones that were boys had more of the white. I don't know, it's so hard to tell. Now they all look the same. But 2 of the white-breasted ones are boys. So I'm gonna have to vent sex everybody and get boys separated. Figure out which boys I want to be for my colony. Toasted Rabbit, if you're watching this, Cindy, you mentioned in your video with vent sexing that you could have 1 rooster per 5 girls. So does that mean I can have 2 roosters because I have 12? Or does it mean that I have to separate them into 2 separate colonies? I'm just wondering, because I hate to cull all the males and then have something happen to my only male. You know what I mean? So maybe you could help me with that decision with some of your knowledge and expertise, which I truly appreciate. They are so cute. So this is just their temporary brooder. They need a bigger size. Ryan is working overtime right now, so he hasn't been able to build them what he was going to build them. So I might just put them in what the Chukar partridges were in for now. It's a little bit bigger than this, but not as big and fancy as I wanted to make. See, Sister Ray has come a long ways since her first couple of days of being milked. She now is actually quite tolerant. Until I get to the end. I think she's running out of food, so she might stomp now. And to see her looking, she's like, yes, I am running out of food. But this is a half-gallon container, and I am going to have to pour it out into my mason jar now and finish milking her. I think she needs more food, though. I just peeked in to check while I was in between goats milking and saw that Rocky was eating her placenta. So, good. All is well. Shady, your little baby's hanging out over there. Oh my goodness, that little girl is so huge. She's giant, y'all. I gotta get weights on these babies. Although I haven't made a firm decision yet on whether or not Daisy and Dominique should stay in milk, they're kind of making this decision for me. Their milk production just keeps going down. So, they don't seem stressed or anything. They're just at the end of the lactation. I could probably amp it up and work harder and stuff, but it's not very much for the amount of work to get them on the stand and get them cleaned off and get them milked. The milking part's not what takes. It's just the whole 2 extra goats in the routine. So it would probably be the wisest decision to dry them off and get more bang for my buck. My mileage on my time would go further because I'd be getting more done. And now that I have 2 more that are going to be in milk, yeah, probably a good idea. It has turned out to be a beautiful sunshiny day. I got interrupted during my milking from a friend that stopped by with her son, and we played for a while, and they got to see the baby goat and baby goats, but it was lots of fun. And now I'm just coming back down here this afternoon to check on the babe and the mom and make sure they're all doing well still. Hello. What are you guys doing? Hiding behind a bucket. It is warmed up in here now. Huh? It's warm enough that you don't have to sit under the light, huh? Oh, my sweet babies. Oh, my sweet babies. Hey, baby. Hi, Rocky. You're such a good mom. You're such a good mom. Yay. Baby. You're a silly baby. Oh. Oh. I am so surprised how white this baby is. So white. For such a odd color for coming from her parents. Beautiful though. I love how the black has brown along the edges of it. She's a pretty girl. She looks kind of like truly scrumptious. So the turkey's continuing to be extremely happy and terrorizing the bucks. Eugene especially is petrified of a turkey. I am so hilarious at this. This is just tickling me so much. This is so funny. Well, my one mama on the anaconda nest has been perfect and wonderful. No issues there. And anacondas are mating with anacondas, so most likely that they'll be purebred. We have that one silver apple yard that may have gotten to some of the girls, but I have not seen him actually mate with any of them. So I think that there's enough of the male anacondas that they have been preventing him from. See? The anacondas are protecting. Oh geez. I just realized the camera wasn't on that. I don't know how long I was talking while it was off. Anyway. The Muscovy's off her nest and her eggs are gone. It looks like. I guess Ryan must have collected them. Told him not to. Oh well. At least he didn't touch that nest. Eugene, you're the biggest goat we have. Why are you afraid of a turkey? The turkey is not even bothering you. You're teaching my other bucks to be scared. Please don't. I feel like a bad mom. With all the commotion this morning, I just realized that I forgot to feed Khaleesi this morning. I better get her some food. Well, Khaleesi, you didn't finish your food from yesterday. Khaleesi, did you make a bed out of that hay? I put that hay there for the nest boxes. Not for you. You made a bed out of it, didn't you? You like that nice bed of hay? Yeah. I had some hay that got a little bit wet over there, and I didn't want it to be left for the goats, so I dumped it over the fence. I know you don't like when I approach you with the camera. You act way more submissive when I have a camera. Don't worry, sweet girl. Nobody's ever gonna hurt you ever again. Whoever hurt you before is a horrible person. I really hope it wasn't the people I got you from, because they seem nice. Oh, but you definitely have had some mistreatment. You still love mommy. You still love mommy. She's so funny. So you know how she comes to me for pets and she'll reach for it after I stop petting her. She tries to get more petting. And she doesn't run away and hide when I'm here. But if Ryan comes in here, she runs and hides. She's much more afraid of him. And he spends a lot of time giving her love too. So I don't think it's because he's a mean person. I think it's because whoever hurt her was probably a man, possibly with a beard. Because she's really scared of him. So Ryan's pretty sad about that. He was really hoping for a farm dog to be with him on the farm. So we might have to remedy that. Khaleesi here needs a friend. Livestock guardian dogs work much better in pairs, don't they? And we might be lucky enough to know people that have them, and I may have talked Ryan into letting me have one for my birthday. How does that make you feel, huh? Does that make you happy? I think that a puppy would be a very good thing for Khaleesi. I think it would bring out a whole nother side of her. Yeah, it would allow you to play. That playful side that I see out here when you don't know I'm looking. I see her throw her ball to herself when we're not looking. When we're up at the house, I look out the window and she's throwing her ball. I'm like, you are so silly. Good grief, fancy girl, you are fat. Waddle, waddle. She is a waddle. Look how big. No udder yet. There's no way for us to know when she was bred, because we just put her in with fluff and udder and kept her there. So, by the size of her belly, I'm hoping it's not too far from now. But I'm also going to enjoy a break if I have a break. I think I'll have a break because there's no udder development at all. So, I'll get at least a couple of weeks of rest in before the next round. She's the one that I want to make sure I'm there for, because her last kidding, she had 2 huge bucks coming out together in the birth canal that I had to correct. It was my first time going all the way in on a goat, and it was pretty scary, but it was good. I learned a lot and it turned out great. They were both born healthy. So I definitely want to be there for her. Not that it's common that if there's a malpositioned animal that it's going to happen again on the next birthing, but I just still, she's my girl. She's my little baby. Fern, you gotta finish shedding your coat so you don't look so funny. Jeez. She looks like somebody's taking scissors to her. Hi, precious. You had new babies born 2 days ago to your mama. You're a big sister now. Are you looking for your mama? You're a pretty goat. Babies are doing good up there. They're so precious. Khaleesi, my sweet dog. My sweet girl. I caught you off guard. Ryan had to go into work early today, so he got off early. And what are you doing here, Ryan?
I'm gonna lower the back end of this by 1 hole.
And then what?
And then I'm gonna test it out in the yard and see if I corrected an issue I was having leaving lines on one side when I was mowing, which that was hopefully remedied by fixing my formerly adjustable lift arm, which is bent at the bottom. But I had it lubed up and I disconnected it up here and I tightened it, so it should lift that up and correct that issue. And then I'm going to lower the back end by 1 setting just to see if I get an even closer cut.
Cool. That'll make it look a little better in the yard, huh?
That's what I hope.
These asparagus beds are going faster and faster every day. I'm getting to the point where I'm leaving a lot of the skinnier stemmed asparagus, but every day there's more of the fat stems to pick. I just picked asparagus last night. Looks like we'll be having asparagus to dinner. Here's some fat ones. I like them at this size. Just about double the length of my hand. I think that's a nice size. Oh darn, how did I miss that one? That's a big fat one. It's not snapping off. I think that's what I did to it yesterday. If it doesn't snap right off, then I let it go to seed or flower. I think I hear a tractor, do you? Look at this. I just picked asparagus yesterday and I've got all of these just from 2 beds. Even more. Oh, you're fatty. Nice. You can let them get taller, but I feel like they taste like that one. I'll let it get taller. That's just 1 hand length. So tomorrow that one will be ready. I feel like they're more tender and tasteful when they're small.